Good morning from Oak Bridge Farms, episode number 16. If you haven't checked out any of the other 15, hey, the first 10 were called Comston, so it's been a fun series so far. In the last video, we harvested this entire field right here full of peas, and as you can see, it is finally done. We got well over 116,000 liters of peas, so it's showing 116 here. However, I do have some good news. You see, I've got another trailer full of 16,000 liters, and we are going to make some cash money today, baby. Yeah! I need to go in here. We got to find ourselves the best place to sell this right now because I want to make the most amount of money possible. Looks like the general store, this is going to be the best place for us, so let's tag it, bag it, and get to it. Also, late in the last episode, I made this little area right here where we could just go out and cruise. Only thing is, those signs have collisions, and I really should download like the map hider mod or something like that and delete those. Boy, oh boy, is that getting annoying. I'm kind of set up here, ready to go. We've also finished cultivating one of our main fields, so we're going to be planting soybeans, and that feels weird to say planting, but yeah, it is what it is. And then we'll figure out what's going to go in this field over here. We need to fertilize it, but that's the only thing we need to do next. I think we'll just use the direct drill and put something from that in. Canola makes really good money, but we've just done canola, so we need to do something probably in the grain crop area. Maybe barley. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So we're going to be selling all of these peas today. So not just the 50,000 that we've got in here, but another 82,000 liters here. I want to make this money. We want to get it. And we're going to be using, I think, all of it? Most of it? Most all of it? What is going on with the trigger right now? Hang on. You know what? Let's change this to dumping rear. Maybe that'll make it better? Nope. Not in the least bit, actually. What in the world is going on? Well, it keeps messing with me. We're gonna have to go somewhere else to sell this, or we're gonna have to place down a sell point right beside this. I don't know, but that's not, that's weird. Oh, it looks like I can sell the general store. That's interesting. I didn't know that I could sell the sell points. Does it also sell this one too? All right, that one's not red. That one's not red. You know what? We're going to do a little bit of testing here. So let's save the game real quick, and then let's delete it. What's the worst that could happen, right? Sell that. Okay. I don't think anything else sold. I think we're okay. All right. Now let's go in, let's find ourselves another sell point, and let's put it down. And instead of putting it out way in the open, I'm going to put it right here. Bam! Boom. Got it. Now we need to change this. What was it, General Farm Store? I forgot where I sold what I sold. Here we go. The other one's called Bay 1, so we'll just change this. What? Did it really take? Hang on. They literally just censored me to not put Bay, B-A-Y. What in the world? Why would you do that? You know what? Psh, whatever. It's general. That's how you spell a scream, right? Let's see if this works. I'm hoping it does. Hey, it does. That's great. Is this the best place to sell anymore? Still the best place to sell. All right. How can these be Bay, but this one is, so stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever. All right, we need to pay attention. Whatever we get for selling this, I'm going to pay off some loan because this is a field that we had, even though I bought it with the crop in it. 91,000, so we need to pay off $90,000 of our loan. All right, there we go. We're now down to $580,000 in the loan. Oh, this is good. We're paying it off. So we've started with a $1 million loan, and we're down almost half that. Now, granted, it has taken a while. If I would have done a lot less milling about, I guess is the right word to use there, and focused more on just planting things in our fields, and then harvesting and moving along, probably could have done this faster. However, it would have been a lot less fun. This is way more fun. Let's go. Let's do this one more time. Bring it in, get it sold. Best price is still here, which is great news. We should get another $90,000+ from here. allowing us to pay off even more of that loan. All right, what do we get? How do we do? Another 91,000. So another 90,000 to pay off. Now down to $490,000. We are less than half now. Here's our last sale. We had another 30-some thousand liters in here, so we did pretty good. Over 130,000 liters off of that field. Very nice. All right, $60,000 here to pay off this time, bringing our total down to $430,000 for that. So now that we've got the sell done, we need to start working on our field work. So the first things first, we're going to go over, hit our planter, and let them go. So what I'm going to end up doing is using the big Fendt 900 on the planter. I don't know what the power requirement of this is, but I feel like this is going to be working a-okay just fine. We'll grab that, fold it up. We also have a seed unit right here that we're going to use as well because there's only 630 liters of seed in there. That is not enough. Drop the weight, bag it up. Ooh, it's heavy. Pick up the seed. Got it. And now we change over to soybeans. All right. Let's get her unfolded. Let's get everything in the field. Whatever the headlands require, I am going to do those myself. And we'll start right here, back it up, and then figure out what our settings are. 6.8 meters. It says 2 headlands should be enough. I think with this cedar, 2 should be okay. We'll have to wait and see. So, get a little ding ding, drop it down, turn it on, and go. And nothing's happening. Is nothing happening? Really? Hang on a minute. Oh, no, it is. I can't tell where I've been. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So I've got a plan. First things first, we need to get into this field, and we need to fertilize it. And please just go with me here. Let's do that. Let's get the fertilizer going in. We will double check to make sure we're going double application rate. Yes, we are. It's a mod that allows you to fertilize twice at once, which makes things nice and easy. And with that, now this field is done. So there is one thing that I never really do with fields. So this one's not saying it needs to be rolled. So rolling this field should allow for us to be able to see where we are, what we've planted, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna give that a try. We'll see how it works, and hopefully it's all good. I think that's gonna work. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work just fine. Perfect. It's gonna take forever, but it's fine. Fine. All right, let's change this to front wheel steering only because that is gonna be the easiest way to do this. Steering assist, yada, yada, yada. 2 headlands, sure, and go. So now, all we gotta do is roll the field. And then, hypothetically speaking, this should now show the planter lines. At least I'm hoping that it does. But we'll see if it does. We'll pull forward, drop it down, turn it on, and not showing planter lines. I don't. Oh, there it is. There's the planter line. So we will show them. It's just not going to show them where I've already been. What a confusing time to be alive. You know what? I give up. I give up. I'm just going to hire the worker, let them do the whole thing. I don't trust them, but I hope that they do okay. And don't mess it up too much. We'll have them do what they normally do, which is going to be to start with the ups and downs right here. So we'll back it up, line it up just about perfect for it so it doesn't have to do much. AI worker, work the headlands, start with the up and downs, 2 lines, okay, go. Just do your thing. Oy, oy, oy. Now I need this. I got barley selected already. We're gonna put barley down. All right, so looking at it from this angle, I guess you could see it, but when it's going back and forth, it's really hard to tell where the planter's been and where it hasn't been. So I'm also gonna do the exact same thing here with my cedar too. So I've lined this up perfectly, go back to the AI worker, let them do their thing. Hopefully it doesn't mess about. This is a direct drill, so this should work. Just kind of waiting for it to actually happen. Oh, it's going down. Is it gonna work for me? It works for me. Sweet. So that's one less thing, rather, that I have to worry about. So while our workers are at it, and they're doing pretty good, I may add, I I think it's time that we do some modifications to the cow area. So as you may know, we don't really need this bell hanger anymore because we're not doing bells anymore. So I think we could probably go ahead and sell that. All right. So what I need now is I need to put something down that's going to help us out by turning our grass and hay into hay and silage and straw into, well, just straw, hopefully. I think something like this is going to work. However, the color doesn't fit with this farm. So I'm thinking something like white, maybe. Like, maybe not. Maybe a gray? Gray works, right? Let's see. That's a little bit too gray, I think. Maybe we try something like brown. That did not fit. I need to find a color that works here. Of course, I accidentally placed one down and it messed with the ground. Crap. You know, silver's not too bad. I think that's the one to go for. Let's set this just at a little bit right about there. I think that overlaps with an object. Whatever. Get out of here with that business. And then about right there, bam! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now we gotta smooth all this out, which is gonna be fun. Not a bad idea to go ahead and move that trailer out of the way as well, because that is gonna cause some serious trouble when trying to smooth all this out. So the first things that I need to do, let's see, does that really come up and then the wall is just kind of appears out of nowhere? It does. I like that. It's pretty sweet. Let's go with a flattening setup. Not too big, but we do want to make it strong. And we're just going to start up here at the top so that it kind of matches this a little bit. We'll bring this out just a hair. Through there. There we go. Nope. There we go. That's what I want. I want to make this nice and flat. Bring up the edges. We're also going to have to bring it up a little bit over here on the other side of it too. The reason for this, oh man, I'm messing that road all up, aren't I? The reason for this is we've got to create a smooth transition up to it. So, yeah, I mean, it's working, right? Yeah, this is working. It's working. Well, it's not perfect, but I don't think it's going to get any better. So, this is what we're at. I also don't like that this is here because I think it looks silly there, but for now, it's going to have to stay there unless we move all of the contents, which is going to take literally forever. So now that that is done, we do need to go in here and double check a few things just to make sure everything is copacetic. As you can see, it has decided that it wants to use all of the inputs from this, which is not what I wanted. Building input silage and input output is also silage. Now it's saying building input straw. Did I read that wrong? I think I read that wrong. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. That is not what I wanted. None of this is what I wanted. Yep. No, I'm gonna start this again. That did not go well. I'm very unhappy with all that. So are you ready to do this again? Maybe, maybe not. Let's drop that there. There's a couple things. Oh man, we've still got a bunch of selling to do with this too. Crap. Oh, it's the old sell point. Boo! This whole thing's been for nothing. Does the sell point still trick out? Yep. All right, let's do this again, except this time I'm not gonna mess around. AI worker, blah, 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 go, do your thing. I don't care. Multi-selling station, ta-da! I don't know if we're going to be making the same amount of money here. Nope. Far less, in fact. $60 less or $50 less per 1,000 liters. How do you like that? Man, I tell you what, you want to know what defeat looks like? Everything that just happened. None of that was fun. I did not enjoy a single minute of any of that. I can't get the sell price to go up. Every time I put down a new sell point, I've tried putting a few down, like, oh, well, maybe if I do this, it'll maybe go up a little bit, yeah? No. And yes, I'm fast farming. I don't care. I'm having a bad day right now. So I decided just to say, screw it, and I'm not going to do it. We're not going to sell the peas today. We're going to wait, and we'll wait for that price to go back up, and I'll be happy with it. It'll be fine. Everybody will be okay. It'll be cool. But I do need to figure out how to get all of this grass up. I think I'm just going to have to go to my old trusty Don't care how unrealistic it is, we're picking it up, and this is the easy way to do it. I'm so tired of doing bales. So tired of doing bales, in fact, that I'm going to sell my baler now so that I never have to see it again. There you go. Goodbye, everybody. You gotta go. So now we gotta figure this out. This is awesome. However, having the fermenter so close did not work. It didn't work at all. Actually, whatever the opposite of worked is, it did that. So we're gonna have to put this well away from this spot, which is fine, but that also means we're gonna have to do a bunch of moving stuff around in order to get it over there to mix our TMR. So I think we're gonna have to put our fermenter somewhere on this farm. We don't need this anymore, so we can delete that. It doesn't really remove any visual aids from this area. So the fermenter is going to have to go on this farm. One of the nice things with that is the straw can we can put some straw here and turn it into silage and have some extra silage, which is all right. And then, the grass can turn to hay, so that makes things easy. So we have a couple options. I do like Omatana's setup here, and I like this too, but as I mentioned multiple times, this doesn't match anything on the map. I think the closest thing is going to be Almatana's setup here, but even it doesn't really match anything on the map. But then again, I don't know if there's anything that matches what's on the map. Okay, so what I've done is I've found a little mod that might be fun to use and is a bit different. 'Tis this guy right here, and what I've done is I've actually modified it slightly to, to do what we want to do. It is made by the same person who made our feed mixers, DS Power, but I've gone in and modified it a little bit. Basically added a 0 to the capacities because it didn't hold a lot, and one of the neat things is it holds diesel. So you have to put diesel in it to make it work. I'm still terrified to put it way over here. I guess we could put one down just to see what happens. But, what do you mean land's not owned by me? It overlaps with another. Rabble! One thing is, you do have to back up to it to dump in. So, that's going to be something interesting that we have to sort. I'm going to try maybe to put it over here just to see, hey, can I get away with putting it here? This should give us enough room and we can back in and out of this spot. All right, so we'll put that there. Let's see, has it connected itself? It may actually connect with that silo. That might be what's going on with it. Let's click it and see what we've got. So, yeah, it thinks it has straw and it thinks it has silage, which is a big problem. So we don't want this anywhere near the silos over here. The good thing is, it was kind of neat. I mean, check this out. All right, so I know it says it's missing the hay drying Elton, and just ignore that. It'll still make it. So we got grass in, hay in, but it also takes diesel. So we're going to have to do that. And then we got multiple different silage setups. So I guess we can start with a straw one, and it makes stuff, 500 or 482 cycles per month, $2 per cycle. Yeah, it's pretty expensive, actually. What's the price over here? Oh, $1,200 per month to run that. All right, well, I guess I'll quit complaining about how expensive this is. Let's take that, let's move it over here. Tell you what, I feel like I've gone through like the ends of the earth trying to make this thing work. But here it is in another area. I've actually got it in the building a little bit, so it kind of looks like it does stuff. Now let's check it and see. All right, so this is good. There's no incoming or outgoing materials, which is great news. Plus, it's right beside the fuel tank, which is nice. One thing I do want to look at is, what does it look like inside through the wall? Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. It is kind of loud, but what do you expect, I guess, right? Okay, so now we need a loading wagon to... Why do I have so much money? Wait. When I put that down over here, did that sell all the silage that I had? No. Well, I'm trying to figure out where in the world the money came from, but I have no idea. The land sale, that makes sense. Sold vehicles. Oh, I never remember where the money came from. Sold the baler. I'm an idiot. Okay, so there is something that I've been dying to use since the game launched, but I haven't used it because I didn't want to go too wild and crazy, and I still don't think it's too wild and crazy. It holds a lot, it says 100,000 liters, I believe is what this is. This is the Fliegel Buffel or Buffel. I don't know. I really got to learn German to learn what the dots mean. I don't know. We don't have dots in English, except over the I and probably others. Lowercase j, maybe. There you go. Nonetheless, I think this is pretty sweet. It has been modified to go up to 18 miles an hour. It's real expensive as well. I think it's a really nice trade-off between the baler that we had and, not having it. It's pretty big, but it's a loading wagon at the end of the day, which is really cool. And I absolutely love it. It was one of the things I was most excited about using whenever the game first launched, but I never used it. And I made a version like day one. I think actually before the game came out, I made a version of this that I could play with off screen. And I just haven't really done much with it. So I think now is the time to go with it. One of the cool things as well, it's got a pipe. So I can overload into that production chain that we've got much, much easier as well. I think this is just super neat. And I'm super excited about it. And it is mine now. So ha 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 ha. We need to find out what our mower was so we can pick all of this up. That's so stupid. I'm having a great time now. I feel better. I'm happier. Tell you, I was kind of bummed out, I'll be honest with you. 10 meter working with, although I don't think it was 10. I think it tried to do, was it 9.9 or something like that? Well, this says it wants to do 10. Yeah, that's not correct. Let's see, 10. Maybe we go down to 9.9. That's not it either. What in the world? Those are the mowers I have, right? Yeah. And that was the thing that I did, right? Yep, it says that it's got a 10 meter working with. Huh. Well, this is interesting. It said 10 meters, but this is 8.9. And it's lining up basically perfectly with the entire field. So 8.9. That's weird. Before life gets too weird, let's double check on our workers over here. They are doing great, and they are not fast farming anymore. Nice. All right. I'm a little bit happier now. Things are A-okay, maybe. Things are A-okay. All right, let's get this thing, I was say unfolded, but I don't think we have to unfold this. Let's lower it down, bring it over here because this is the area we're gonna have to start over at, and turn it down. Yeah, all right. Let's go to front wheel steering. That way it's a little bit easier to manage this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now this is what I'm talking about. We are bouncing a little bit down there. Hopefully that's not gonna cause anything too worrisome. This actually, back whenever I first made this, I haven't modified it since the game released. Although it is taking straight from the base game XML, so maybe, just maybe, we won't get ourselves in any trouble. And I will also say, because it only holds 100,000 liters, this is definitely not something that's in my normal realm of craziness. Sure, it holds it up, but I mean, we're barely this far, and we're already at 30% full. So we're gonna have to unload this quite a few times. Additionally, the little silo thing over there only holds 100,000, or not 100, 1 million liters of each product. How does that translate to this? Well, we fill this up 10 times, and that's it. Although I don't think we're going to do that with what we have. After one pass around the field, we are at 71% full. So not too shabby there. We definitely won't make it around the rest of the way. You know, looking back at where all we've come today, it feels very frustrating, this episode. I hope that it wasn't as frustrating for you. However, you know, sometimes things don't go the way you want them to. Sometimes, just maybe, things don't go the way you want at all. For example, all I wanted to do today was plant and seed those crops in those fields over there. I wanted to start picking up the grass over here and figure out what to do with the production, and of course sell all those peas. Have we done some of that? Yeah, some of it, sure, but not everything. Not everything at all. So we've still got a ways to go. We've got a lot to do and a lot of, this is not easy, and a lot of work to go. These fields are going to be done, and it says it's unloading. Okay, there we go. Now it's unloading. That'll work. It does unload onto the ground. Well, I got this for nothing. Turns out this trailer doesn't hold fuel. I think I knew that, but I didn't pay much attention to it. We need a quick trailer that holds fuel, because I have to start moving fuel over, or else none of this is gonna work out. Can we get a fuel trailer? I've got it. It is a tiny little thing. Oh, I love it so much. This is the AB550 from the Tanker Trailer Pack. It holds fuel, thank goodness. At least I think that it does. Fuel vehicle, diesel, perfect. And we're actually going to fill up from our diesel tank over here. And I painted it red so I know that fuel goes in it. And it's not modified, it holds like 2,000 liters or something. Didn't do this on purpose, but it does work out quite nicely, doesn't it? We've got a fuel tank right beside us right here. I don't know how much is in here. Let's see, diesel, fill it up with 480 liters. Sure, why not? And then small petrol tank, fill it up from diesel. Hey, crap, that's gonna take forever. Thank goodness that is over with. All right, let's get this kind of in the way. Right now it wants me to dump diesel. I hope that it's into the production chain. Let's go ahead and dump that out. The augers are running, so that is a good sign. We'll come over here, check this out. Oh man, I need mineral feed. Crap, there's so much stuff that I need to do. All right, so we are good here. I've got grass in, and that means we need to start this. It is going to be storing it. We don't have to set it to storing it. We can set it to distribute the hay. That may be something that we end up doing. As a matter of fact, I think there's only, what? Oh, that's right. It would all... No, you can't send hay here because you can't sell it here. So I guess there is only one place that the hay would work, and it's this. Okie dokie. I think this could work. I think this could work good. So let's set this, change the output to distributing, activate it, and now we should start making hay, and that will distribute over to our mixed feed cows modded. And I am going to distribute myself over to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. If this frustrated you as much as it did me, please let me know. I would love to hear that. Hope you have an awesome day. We'll see you in the next one.